Did not. No. When I became the head coach years later, I never thought we'd be doing that either. And it just goes to show you the vision of a lot of people, you know, what they can do and how things can change. I think it says a lot about the work ethic and the belief and really the foundation of our program and our players. I know the people outside the locker room get all excited because of the TV and the press and all that type of stuff, but I think bottom line is it's a reflection of what's in the locker room, and that's our players.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I've always felt that you know, as coaches and players, you can figure out how to win games, and I've never looked at other teams and said, oh, we can't win this game, or we can't compete with that team. So as you look at a whole season, we've got another tough schedule. I think if we come together as a football team and our guys work their tails off, we can have a great year. Sometimes it's one play. You know, it's a play that wins a game, that builds confidence, that allows you to play better the next game. You're the same guy, you just have confidence. You're the same group of guys. So we got to be there and be ready to make that play. Well, yeah, it's as fickle as the UNI game. You have one play in that game, and a number of times, and you're in the playoffs. And when you're in the playoffs, then those other 5 losses that you would have had during the season wouldn't look as bad. But that's football. You know, I don't know of any season where you can't look back and say, you know, this game or this play in this game. So we've got to be ready. You know, when you win those games, you don't say that. We'll leave it at that. So yeah, we've got to make those plays. Not really, because I go back to, if you're part of a good program, if you've developed a good program, you need to get back to that. So if there's anything, we need to get back to playing jackrabbit football, which is being mentally sharp, being full speed physically in everything you do. We saw that in the winter workouts. I mean, our guys work tremendously hard. We're seeing it in spring ball. It's hard in the spring ball because it's cold and it's windy and there's no game to play for really. But get back to that, and we'll see how good we can be. And that's all we can do, is be as good as we can be.
Okay.
Well, you know, every position. I would say O-line, we're really good in terms of depth. In the secondary, you know, right now we're practicing with 4 corners, you know, and we travel at least 4 corners, sometimes 5 because of special teams. So there's a little concern there. I've always believed that, you know, a guy's third string, and if it gets to him, he's first string, and he's got to play like a first string guy. But you have to have those guys lined up. So there's a couple positions, defensive back. Tight end, we don't have a lot of guys. Running back, we don't have a lot of experience. But you know, again, I believe in all those guys get ready to play. Well, I forget this, but we had 150 applicants. You know, you get calls from unbelievable coaches that you know, reputations. They run great programs trying to get their guy an interview, and we have to go through, legally, we have to go through every resume, rate the guys. We phone interviewed, I think, 16 guys, boiled it down to 4, and ended up hiring a guy that number 1 fit, because you can only become great if you have fit. And number 2 that is a really good coach, and number 3 that cares about players. And Jay Christensen, the guy we hired, fits those, and it's bearing out as he works in our hallways here. He's a great man, a great coach. I think not in my coaching lifetime, I don't think. And when you go to that level, there has to be a commitment financially that is. There's a reason there's FCS or 1AA, and it's a financial decision. All right. You don't want to have you can't have the 85 fulls. You can't have the huge stadium. You can't handle the travel. You can't handle the staffing. There's some things that we do like a 1A program, but budget-wise we're not. If we're at the top of the Missouri Valley Football Conference in terms of budget, I would answer that. I'd hesitate a little more, but I don't see that in my coaching life.